For Justice is in Owino Uhuru, and we have some very interesting history about this place. We've told you about the lead poisoning. Now we want to tell you about how it acquired its name, and we have two authoritative elderly men in Owino Uhuru who are going to speak to us about it.
Fine. My name is Maxwell Obiero Dare.
And myself, I'm Joseph Nyahanga Awor.
Okay. And for how long have you been in Owino Uhuru?
Owino Uhuru have been here almost over 30, 40 years. 40 years.
That's a long time. And you?
And me, I'm 54 years at Owino Uhuru.
Yes. So you spend more than a jubilee in Owino Uhuru?
I was born at Owino Uhuru.
And you spend more than 40 years?
That is more than 40 years.
Yeah, so you know the history of this place.
That's right.
And how it has developed over the years.
That is right.
So how did it acquire the name Owino Uhuru?
Okay, in fact, as according to the way I have been told the history towards my elders, Owino Uhuru, first of all, it was being said that he fought Second World War in 1930s.
Mm-hmm.
And due to the fact that Owino fought Second World War in Burma, it happened that at the end of Second World War in 1945, Owino, the British were bringing back the Africans soldiers back to their home. And Owino was one of them. Owino was brought here in Mombasa, and definitely he came here in this Owino Uhuru place.
It had a different name at that time.
At that time, it had a different name. The name of this place, actually, it was just a farm which was being owned with Lalji Magalji.
Okay.
In Coast Province at that time, there was no African names.
Oh, I get it.
Coast Province had no African names. We find that there in we can say in the town area around small post office, the name of that area was it was being said it had a name of D'Souza.
Okay.
And D'Souza happened to make a school which was called Secret Heart in Ganjoni. And when we go back to history, we go back where in Coast General Hospital, there was a name of that area. There was an Asian who was there, who was called who? He was called the name of that Asian. He was called this school, which is next to.
But it's okay. We can still get back to the story of Owino Uhuru.
Now, when we are coming back to Owino Uhuru, we find that this area was of Lalji Magalji. Lalji Magalji was a farmer, and as he was a farmer, he was a vegetarian due to the fact that at that time it was the beginning of railways. They were making the railway from here. It was East African Railways. They started making railway here. So Lalji Magalji was a farmer and he was a vegetarian. And now then it happened that in 1950s, Lalji heard that the country was being taken with an African. The Europeans are going back. And now Lalji vowed and said that he will never be led with an Mau Mau, an African of the tribe. Laji left everything in his household to his houseboy, who was called Tuva. Tuva had a young boy, who was called Kenga. He had a young boy who was called Kenga. And it happened to be that Kenga was the eldest, and he was very old here. He died in 200, I think. Which year? 201. Kenga died in 201 as a very old character. Now then, Owino, due to the fact that he knew very well about Uhuru, what happened, what will happen, Owino started singing songs, telling people how it will be in future about Uhuru. Owino was nicknamed Owino Uhuru. He was even singing to the first president of the Kenya, who was called Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. When he arrived here in Mombasa, Owino had a certain, I can say he had his drums and whatever.
Together with the
traditional wearings. He was singing, and people were very enjoying his traditional way of the way he had. So he told Kenyatta, I knew the Kenya very soon we are getting Uhuru. Kenyatta got Uhuru in 1963 when Ladji Magadi had already left, and here Owino remained the legacy. He left his legacy here as Owino Uhuru area. That is why this area is being called Owino Uhuru Residence.
That's very, very interesting.
Thank you.
Very